What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Buffalo State College Bengals Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. This episode, we have a rematch game against Troy, who beat us and snapped our 9-game winning streak last season. They're a pretty good team on paper, and of course, they're ranked number 69 in offense. As a program, Buffalo State is now 3 games over 500 following a win over Army last week. They have won 3 straight games, outscoring their opponents in those games 150-49. The Bengals are 5-1 at this point in the year, and if they can pick up their 6th win, they very well might land their highest ranked prospect in program history in Will Landry, who they've been battling with Michigan for. He visits this week. As for the Trojans, they have started off 2-3 with a couple of tough losses to ranked teams, but that's no excuse when you're losing to Idaho. They are barely D1, like what the hell happened? Statistically, Lance Rice's touchdown to interception ratio is now 13-4 after being 10-2 coming into last game. Leon Jacobs is on pace for another 1,000-yard season, and Billy Myers has been an impressive breakout. Bender Rover leads the team in tackles. As for Troy's roster, they look talented on paper, but you have to realize that 2 of their top 4 players are transfers. They don't even get to play this season. The team is much less talented on paper, but they do have a couple of weapons that Buffalo State needs to be aware of. Their starting quarterback is Sawyer Smith, who's nothing to really write home about. He's a very accurate passer, but lacks arm strength, but he does have a bit of mobility to take off at times. I compare him very favorably to Cameron Cooper from Washington State, who he played in week 2. Introductions aside, let's get into the Bengals' last non-conference game of Season 3 as they look to avenge their loss from the Season 2 GoDaddy Bowl. They defer to the second half of play. Kevin Kinsley teed up and boom, we are underway for Coyer Field. DeMontrez Brown takes it out from about the 5-yard line to the 20, finds some space to the 30, and down near the 34-yard line where Sawyer Smith and this Trojan offense takes over. They line up trips to the right side from the gun. Smith takes a snap. Not a lot of pressure, he takes off, and Bender Over swallows him up quickly. They'll spread it out on 3rd down and 9, spread flex formation. Smith drops back to pass, 4 verticals, and he gets sacked. Terrence Jackson off of the right side. Buffalo State's defense has been excellent as of late. They get some early pressure and manage to get off of the field early in this game. Rice and the offense take over from the I formation. Jacobs is the back left side, takes the carry. Defender teleports over to him, but I guess that's okay. 6 yards. Make it 2nd down and 4 following the stretch play. Give us to Jacobs from the left side. He jukes a man out and gets down to the 45-yard line, still on the Buffalo State side of the field. Fresh set of downs, they go ace gun. Rice play action, drifts to his right side, looks to run, has plenty of green pastures ahead of him and takes off before taking a hit, and they rule him just shy of the line to gain, 10 yards nonetheless. Leon Jacobs can pick up a yard. It makes it 1st down and 10. Spread flex, they go back his way. He breaks a tackle and gains about 8 on a powerful run for a speedy back nonetheless. Back in the gun with Jacobs to the left side, they stack the box. Rice read option, keeps it himself, they brought the blitz, and everybody was fooled. 6 yards on the keeper. The Bengals are continuing an impressive drive. 3rd down and 8, they have a bunch set right side. Rice snaps, blitz comes, picked up, Rice fires over the middle, and Hughes has it knocked away. Kevin Kinsley nails the field goal, and the Trojans bend and do not break, but we have a quick update from the studio as it is upset central. Number 1 Iowa goes down to Northwestern. Wow, what a shakeup in the top 5 lately. We saw number 1 and 2 teams go down. Iowa, number 1, goes down as this pass is knocked away from Holmes. But this league has had nothing short of surprises through just mid-season. 3rd down and 10 for Troy. Buffalo State wants to get off the field. Smith drifts, fires, and it's broken up. Tight window throw is incomplete. The Bengals do get the ball back. Rice spreads it out on 1st down and 10, empty 2x3, takes a snap, 3-man rush. Quick strike to Myers, and he makes the catch. Down after a gain of 13 yards, continuing a breakout campaign. Spread flex 2x2, Rice play action, looks over the middle, fires a dart into the middle of the field, and he has Chris Peterson for a gain of 17 in between 2 defenders. They empty it back out on 2nd down and 2x3. Rice takes a snap, quick throw, Johnson makes the catch. A defender over pursued the football. A dangerous throw from Rice, but ends up with a nice result. 2nd down and goal, under a minute to go and ticking. Rice takes a snap, sets up screen right side. Jacobs breaks a tackle and is into the end zone for a touchdown. Buffalo State out to a 10-0 lead early in this game, but finally they do something wrong. Kevin Kinsley misses the PAT, and the score will remain 9-0 as we end the first quarter of action from Coyer Field. The Bengals on top big. Troy hasn't really showed much to this point in the contest. Troy begins with the football, shotgun, split backs, play action. Smith looks downfield, steps up to run, gets away from Rover and has the first down and more before losing the football. A big hit comes through from Jay Woods. Who else but the enforcing sophomore strong safety to lay the wood. He had the first down, but give him a false sense of security. Thinks he has it, knock him on his ass. Rice takes back ace pistol, takes the snap, rolls out to his right side yet again, stops, and Billy Myers is wide open in the middle of the field. 14 yards, Lance Rice extending the play yet again. 3 receivers bunch to the right side on 2nd and 10. Rice snaps, quick throw to the outside corner, and Myers makes the catch. Out of bounds following a gain of 18. Already his 4th catch of the game for nearly 50 yards. He's en fuego. 1st and goal to go, back in the gun, Peterson the tight end. Rice snaps, floats it to the end zone, and Hughes makes the catch over the shoulder. What a throw from Lance Rice over the head of the defender. I always insult the goal line fade, but this time I'm a hypocrite. I decide to throw it. It works out pretty good. The Bengals want to make up for their missed PAT. They spread it out, give up the middle to Leon, and he stiff arms his way into the end zone for the conversion. Another studio update, this time some action, as Bowling Green continues a surprising start to the season, winning 35-21 over Western Michigan. Meanwhile, the game you care about, out of the pistol, Daughtry Fry comes in motion to the slot. Smith looks to run, steps up, and goes down on 3rd. Terrence Jackson yet again, great containment. Ensuing punt, Tommy Keith stands back and awaits it to fall. From about the 14-yard line, he takes it out, swerves to the middle, cuts back outside. Oh, the step back! He makes 3-man miss. How? 1 to beat. Tommy Keith turns on the Jets. And you know what we say on this channel? He is gone like a girl in a country song on one of the most impressive SportsCenter top 10 finger-licking good plays of the entire series. I sent this to Param Crow. I sent this to Uncle Sam's Reject. I sent this to all of the franchise gurus, and they totally worshipped me like a god. And why wouldn't you? This guy's face says it all. He's absolutely humiliated. He wants to go home, as does this entire Troy team, as we have 3:25 left in the second quarter. Buffalo State leads 24-0. Smith steps back, and Rover and company clean up the mess. Don't let him get anywhere. Jay Woods again, and quite fittingly. 2nd down and 10, just over 3 to go. Out of the split back shotgun. Smith takes a snap, pressure comes up the middle, dumps it into the flat. Daughtry Fry makes the catch, but Shelton Stewart makes sure he cannot advance any further. Quite the defensive effort so far. It's 3rd and 2. Smith takes a snap with 2:35, looks to run, escapes Bender over and has the first down, but loses the football again. Thankfully, Timmy Gibson is there to clean up the mess. Tony Hawkins just wanted to remind him, per se, that if you're gonna get the first down against this defense, you're gonna take a shot. 3rd down and 10, they have trips to the right side. Smith takes a snap, nowhere to run, steps up, throws to Eford. He spins off of Bender Rover and Smart, but ultimately only gains 1 yard after losing his forward progress. Of course, when you're Troy and you have a bum kicker, you remain shut out. Rice fires on the out route to the outside. Of course, that's where an out route goes, and Billy Myers picks up 11 yards on the catch. The question is, can Buffalo State make it 30 before the half for the first time in the series? Rice against the 3-man rush fires over the middle, and Lance Phillips makes an impressive catch in traffic, moving the chains once again. It's 2nd down and 2, under a minute to go. Rice takes a snap from the bunch set, back to Myers. They've done this quite often. Another conversion for Billy Myers, already to 71 yards. 48 ticks left in this massacre of a half. Rice takes a snap, drifts back, dumps it off for Lee on his check down option, and not so bad as he breaks an ankle and gets the first down across the 15-yard line. 29 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Rice snaps. Quick throw to the outside. And Billy Myers into the end zone for a touchdown. And who else? As he is just under 100 yards at this point. But more importantly, the Bengals score 30 in the first half. Troy still has 14 seconds. 3rd down and 2. Trips to the right side for Sawyer Smith. He takes the snap. Throws off of his back foot. And Gibson is able to haul it in with 8 seconds left. They use their 2nd timeout, and they have one more shot at the end zone. Pistol trips to the right side. Buffalo State has 2 safeties over the top. Smith snaps. Safety comes up. He sees it and fires downfield to Whitmore for a 23-yard touchdown. The Bengals do give up the last-second score, but hey, I'm not complaining if you're not complaining. Am I right? They go into the half, nonetheless, with a 31-7 lead over Troy, and I think it's fair to say they haven't forgotten about that loss. To take your mind off of the absolute genocide that is taking place in this contest, Buffalo State is first place in the MAC East Division with a 3-0 conference record. Akron is right behind them though at 2-0. And in the West Division, Kent State just continues to impress people. Granted, the rest of the division sucks this year. Toledo is only 2-1. Western Michigan fell to 1-2. If you remember a couple weeks ago, we had one prospect who didn't commit from the visits, and that was free safety Jeff Harmon. The Bengals did get a commitment from him. He is the number 29th ranked free safety, and it brings Buffalo State up to the 35th ranked class in the nation, and they have a chance to add on to it this week with Will Landry. As it stands, it looks like they're going to give their final 2 scholarships to Will Landry and Keith Lockhart if they are to accept them, especially after cornerback Eddie Jones committed to Michigan State to become a Spartan. For as hard as it is to resist quarterback Noah Brooks, he did narrow his list down to his final 3, and Buffalo State was not in the running. He decided to go with Stanford, Michigan, or Wisconsin. Obviously, you're not going to get everyone, but nonetheless, the Bengals have been extremely successful on the recruiting trail, and by season 6, they're projected to be nearly a top 25 school. They're already ranked 50th. Coming into this game, Lance Rice is 24th in passing yards. Leon Jacobs is looking for his 2nd straight 1,000-yard rushing season as he's currently 30th in yards. And Billy Myers has really broken out as the number 15 receiver. I decided just for fun to look at max stats, and while the Bengals are 5th in total offense, they are 1st in points per game, and it's not really that close. Even on a national level, they fall just outside of the top 10. It's been really impressive to see what Lance Rice can do when he's healthy. The Heisman race is of course anybody's game at this point, but AJ Davis is the front runner following another 3-touchdown performance in a win against Syracuse. As we saw, Iowa lost, so they are not going to be number 1 in the nation next week. That will belong to Texas considering that they win, which at this point is anybody's guess. Florida was undefeated and number 3 in the nation, but they fell out of the top 5 all the way down to the 9 slot following a win against Mississippi State. There are going to be plenty of 1-win teams in the playoff this year, if not all of them, as we retake the field. It's 3rd and 12. Rice, quick throw to the corner, and Myers starts off his half just as he ended it with a big-time reception. He is at 99 yards on the game. If you do math, just 1 away from 100. It's wild. Y trips on 1st down and 10. Rice takes a snap. Quick throw downfield, and guess who? It's Billy Myers yet again. They played cover 2, and Lance Rice knows very well how to beat that. A couple plays later, it's 2nd down and 10. They have a bunch set to the right side. Rice, quick throw against the blitz. Hughes makes the catch. Can't stay in bounds, but he has a gain of 8. It's 3rd and 2. They bust out the pistol like your gun-loving uncle at the family reunion. Rice keeps it on the option around the corner and has a 1st down and more inside the red zone for Buffalo State as he gains 11 and makes his way out of bounds. The Bengals still looking to pour it on, under 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd down and 8. Rice takes the snap, stands in the pocket, fires to the middle of the field, and it's caught in the end zone. Chris Peterson, touchdown. So many options at this point for this Buffalo State team. They've recruited so well at the skill positions. Troy takes back over, down only 31 points. Smith takes a snap, steps up in the pocket to run, and Hawkins drills him for the sack despite playing coverage. That's just how versatile he is. It's 2nd down and 11. Daughtry Fry in the backfield to the left side. Smith takes a snap, drops to pass, waits, and goes down. Not enough time to establish those route combinations, and Terrence Jackson eats himself a high-protein snack. I will say these sacks have been very well distributed this season. It's 3rd down and 18 from the I formation. Smith snaps in the gun, dances around, and it's nearly intercepted. Watch out for the lurking bender over. The Trojans to punt yet again, unable to do anything. It's an offensive hangover. Tommy Keith back to return relatively deep, already housed one, looks for another across midfield to the 40. Jukes and is down at the 36-yard line. A big-time gain for Keith. He's been a star today. Back in the gun, it looks like they don't want to stop scoring. Rice play fake, stands in the pocket, lobs to the end zone into triple coverage, and it's intercepted. Murray makes a diving play, and he just doesn't have the arm strength to get that downfield, nor did he throw it early enough. His 5th interception of the year. Troy suddenly gets gifted another chance. Sawyer Smith fires over the middle, and Holmes makes the catch on the slant route before taking a shot. We will take a moment of silence to appreciate the one good play they've had this half. Just kidding, I'm still mad about the GoDaddy.com Bowl. They have stripped to the right side on 2nd and 10. Smith back to the slant, and they're mad at me now. 14 yards, and they move the chains again. I have a feeling something bad is going to happen here in just a second. Smith takes a snap, curl route, finds Whitmore. He has the 1st down, but Jay Woods rips it out. Loose football. Bender over is all over it. Sawyer Smith to beat, and he takes it all the way home. Chug along, big fella. Touchdown, Buffalo State. Are you freaking kidding me? Jay Woods' 2nd forced fumble of the game, but this time Bender over essentially bends this whole Troy team over. Adds to the butt whooping, 38-point lead for the Bengals. Out of the pistol, they send Daughtry Fry in motion to the right side. Smith, quick pass underneath. Whitmore makes the catch again, and he fumbles again. You've got to be kidding me. I almost feel bad at this point. I mean, I don't. This is exciting, but this is a cornerback in Stephen Daniel who just extracted some of Jay Woods' energy and dropped it into Whitmore. Regardless, that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 45-7. I'm having a blast. I hope that you are as we return to the final 7 minutes of action. We've seen just about everything there is to offer in this game. 3rd down and 1. Stretch left Jacobs from the I formation. Gets around the corner, one to beat. You've seen this story before. You know who wins the foot race. Reservations for 6. A 50 burger, and the quarter's only begun. Troy did manage to score, although I didn't show it because it was really boring. So Buffalo State takes over from the 24-yard line. All the backups are in, except for Leon Jacobs. He takes a stretch to the right side, gets around a defender, and is into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown on the ground in the past minute. 58-14, you have nothing to lose. Why not go for the 60 burger? Spread flex formation, the cherry on top, give Leon Jacobs. And I forgot that our backup O-line is actually just a bunch of miscellaneous people from the team. We'll work on that next season, but for now, as you've known since about the 5-minute mark in this video, let's be honest, Buffalo State pulls off their 4th straight win and advanced their record to 6-1. Revenge is all the more sweeter when it's an absolute blowout, and that is exactly what it was today as Buffalo State showed Troy no mercy like Cobra Kai and curb stomped them to the point where their buses were started by the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The initiator was Lance Rice, who threw for 4 touchdowns, did have an interception, but 264 yards through the air. Leon Jacobs had a quiet day until the very end, where he had 2 rushing scores. He did manage to get over 100 yards again this week. With Will Landry visiting, you know the passing game had to put on an absolute show, and Billy Myers was the leader in that with 11 receptions for 137 yards and a score. But Lance Rice must have been watching some communist documentaries because he wanted to spread the love around evenly. 4 touchdowns for 4 different receivers. On the defensive end, of course, Bender over had that touchdown. He also had 8 tackles and a TFL. Jay Woods with 2 forced fumbles right behind him with 7 tackles and a TFL. Tony Hawkins had 6 tackles in this game, as well as a sack. And of course, don't forget about Terrence Jackson, who also tacked on 2 sacks of his own. But of course, the big story in this game were 4 forced fumbles, 3 of which were recovered. We are bringing the passion. Speaking of passion, drop a like and subscribe for the love of franchise and Dynasty content, because that is all we do here. Remember that we can build a winner together at Buffalo State, as shown by the final score, and click this link right here to see more Bengals.